third and home. Much to go. Birdie in the box, and the first pitch of the night is away for ball one, and we're underway.
Tonight.
Truncated season. And right now they're a game and a half out of the last, and those little things are going to make a difference. And DeGrom gets his first strike through 91 pitches and hoping to get back on something more normal. And he gets birdie looking to start the night at 100 miles.
When you watch DeGrom right now as he
balls and strikes, Paul Nard is the crew. And DeGrom falling behind each of the first. Aguilar hitting third in the order and DHing tonight. 2-0 on birdie.
Season against the Mets.
But he takes this one high for ball four. So DeGrom went to the mound last Wednesday, and he 0 for 3 in this series. And he takes a fastball strike. One thing like it before, just 300 in this first inning. Jake who. And the slider fouled off, better than last season. 0-2 to Aguilar. Runs one down to chance for two. Dave second. Then McNeil to first. Get DeGrom through the inning. Come on, they're just not getting him in. 21.
5 outings though against.
Longest stretch of the year. It takes ball one from Hernandez. The Marlins lost 3 of their starting pitchers. He may be a long reliever this year. Last year he made 15 starts. That's step and go. And he uses the changeup to strike out Nimmo.
Last night Rojas, space, and Anderson had a
5.
Tap and go to the plate.
Have not scored a first. 3-2 coming. He said same thing has come up in the game yesterday. Runner for the Mets.
Well, I think what Conforto showing the lead.
And if he had enough plate appearances. Getting on base, not the issue. And a good location on the straight time. Same team. Conforto started and stopped, and Chase takes a swing and miss. I think two coming. It's going to go first, and the Mets are with 1 out. Corners with 1 out. Davis hitting second, Conforto third. Both go on the third and 1 out. And Dom laid down a marker before the game tonight. Out in, and it's Rojas take charge and make the catch, and the runners takes a pitch outside.
Individually, they've taken stands. They've never
matter. Joyce, and it's over. Will score, but the play will call. No, gives the Mets.
Right field just had no chance. He got turned around. Contact by Cano.
Second and third and 2 out, and he takes a slider for a strike. And maybe, just maybe, that opens the floodgates.
Well, now can others follow suit? Hitters with runners in scoring position.
Alonso ball, but right at VR in the shift, and that retires the side after 1. Second time this year that today. And he goes after a first pitch fastball. Nothing. You know, it's interesting legs. Very. Another good fastball by DeGrom. 2-2 to Dickerson. And he come out with a fastball at 100 an hour.
Well,
second.
As the ball comes fingers, you can see the.
It looks easy.
Yeah.
Right. Anderson had 3 doubles in the 2 games. Letter sweep. And Jake crowds him. The ball.
They're going to try to steal Dylan Alonso, and earlier Gary, and after all those fast.
3-2 coming, and Anderson able to take outside. Ball forces. Walks already for DeGrom, or I should say his first history that a third consecutive start. And Dom 2 out. Was the one when the Marlins had their COVID out. Alfaro. And he struck him out with the third strikeout for. So the last 3 was after a first pitch slide. More way he hit last year. On the other shift, base hit. So they
up, and he wants to pitch up.
Started the first game. Into Ramos. And the slider outside. It's 3-2. 3-2, nobody out. McNeil not running. Ramos strikes out on the slider. For the first.
Any of the pitches offered by Hernandez.
For 5 in the double with 1 out. And he gets a first pitch slider. Well, Down to third. Anderson, his play will be the first low throw. McNeil takes.
Yep.
Ground by Nimmo. Carr gets in front of it. Yeah, that retired. Rest of the league, he's hitting 3. He was 0 for 5 yesterday. And he goes after a first pitch curveball.
That guy's a good player.
John Birdie is the Jonathan VR.
He's the Reed.
One.
DeGrom's fastball.
And does that mean anything other than hitters for DeGrom? The league is hitting 192 against Jay coming in. There's been so many studies done the last couple of years. As Rojas goes down on strikes, differences in balls. But now you've got and how they're able to grip it. Because 0-2 to Birdie. And he struck him out. Just blew it right tonight. He leads 1-0. And we check in with Lee when he started hitting the ball the other way. But with a guy like Conforto on deck, then Dom's over foul.
More interesting an hour exit velocity. That's what they're looking for.
3-2. Joy, he takes a look. Does he with 2 strikes? And the answer on that at bat? Mound, but VR perfectly to throw out Davis. Driver on the major.
Saying in the break that he faced 28 hitters, walked 1 with a big curveball. And because the White Sox.
Dom Smith goes down swinging for the second out. Here's what I'm among them.
Oh, I don't know.
He gave account of himself in his major league debut today against the Yankees and Garrett. 58 starts.
Wow.
Of course. And that one sails a bit high. Between innings. 3-2 now to Cano. It's that one foul. Desi and Lillard. Third base, Cano's got his shot where Alfaro with 2 out, and Pete pops 1 foul. And that fastball just missed. And he chases the slider for strike 3. 4-0. Fiserv and SS given up tonight. And he fouls off the first pitch fastball. 0-1. It's Joyce with the triangle on the right side. And that ball is racing for second, and the side. Joyce has a pop.
Yeah, after we saw one. Tough mark here, though. Aguilar.
Off ground ball. Looks at third, but he'll have to go to first with it. Corey Dickerson coming up. And the first pitch slider at his feet. 0-1.
The tape in such a way that lower hand.
It's not quite a Felix Millan chokeup, but it's 1-2 coming. Score a run. Alonso makes the play. Joyce comes in. Or
ace teams.
Wouldn't the game be more fun if every team was like that?
It would be nice.
Being that aggressive player that sets a tone.
It'd be interesting if you'd get it.
Anderson takes outside, and DeGrom 2 coming. And he got him looking. Side retires on the 4th. Eliezer Hernandez, who's thrown a lot of pitches early in this game. That's about a line. Dick to look as it goes out of play. Through his first swing into a comebacker and takes care of McNeil for the first. 69.
Very honest.
Bieber-esque on the line. Yeah, so because of that, but that's a consequence. Yeah, Ramos for the second time strikes out on the slider. Start as well
before he throws it.
Ball, Steve. Throw the ball.
It sounds exhausting to me.
It's his first time up. And he takes a slider just down. And strikes out on the slider, so Hernandez with 6. Mets lead at 2-1. Hit he's allowed tonight. Up 22 for a hit. Diaz to a single. So and Alfaro is out on strikes for the second time. Time up. A third. And he starts off VR with that back foot. Diaz is running your play.
Yep.
Great steal.
No, strict.
Mainstream. And he gets him looking. Which might be the last. Well, no, it won't be. Into foul ground. Halfway. Joyce takes a look at the corner. It's now leading 3. Nimmo both crank
off yesterday. hanging, middle, long.
82 innings. He had given up only 3 home runs.
To a professional hitter, it's almost like it sits on a tee.
Your last name, a very long career and a very successful one. His ball 4 to Conforto. This last playoff spot.
Well,
You got 8 teams in each league If the season ended today, there goes Conforto. Alfaro's throw is not in time. Alfaro's best throw.
no, it took him forever to.
Alfaro Davis didn't walk, covering first base. Meanwhile, Lewin deep. First base was not facing Dom Smith. Doubles it. His only play will be to first to run. And the Mets tack one on. It's now 4, taking his eye off the ball. It might have been warning track, and gets second, heads to third, and he'll make of the first 2 hitters.
It's rare. Okay.
Their COVID outbreak. He's pitching to this pitch, drives one left, and after the Mets get a couple of runs. Marlins batting order. John Birdie takes a slider off the plate for ball 1. The third, and he wanted me to remind everybody, as I remind myself. So how about this? Brandon Liebrandt came into the game, and Birdie goes after a high fastball and strikes out. Dealer. Fly double. He scored a run in the 4th and tried to bunt with the shift on.
Oh, he said the biggest differentiator is that slider. He said, and it's not where you cannot see that red dot that hitters talk about all the time as he strikes out.
Does a cutter rather than a slider because of that?
Well, yes, and pitch is 2 pitches, right, Gary? So that is what he does against a little better career.
And he gets Aguilar on strikes, and for the second on Mets. Himself not a rookie. They got him in a trade 12 days ago. Alfaro tracking it to the on-deck circle, and Ramos gets a life.
Toronto.
That didn't work. And Tinoco falls behind 4 runs, 3 earned. And Ramos is on with a leadoff walk.
Sweep.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, right?
Rosario is grounded out and struck out, and he takes a wild hack at a fastball. Nothing. 2 times. Check it out now on SNY.TV. Double play ball right at Rojas by VR. 6-4 reckoning with whether to play tonight. Nimmo takes a hack at a sinker and come tonight. Dom Smith for the mound, charged by Rojas. Backhand play on the cross. It's 4. Marlins 1. Ray Ordonez the other night, and rightly so, because he's the best defensive shortstop. Then Ordonez, he was.
Elster was all of 6'2", 200 pounds, and played shortstop.
Ground ball out. We've been talking all night about how he's throwing his fastball almost
hard.
1-2, and he strikes out Dickerson with high heat.
And he has plenty of these Marlins hitters.
Struck out his last time up. And DeGrom struck him out. Look,
velocity where he releases the ball closer to the hitter than just about any pitcher in the game. You know what I'm saying?
And Anderson lays off the slider. Goes right back to the slider on. And Jake has retired 8 in a row, striking out. And a 2-0 slider misses. Sprawling stop from his knee. Throw with some help from Alonso.
Yeah, he would have.
He's got the. Conforto having another big night. And Conforto's on for the 4th straight time as he is J.D. Davis. There goes Conforto again. Alfaro's throw this
stands pat.
Email.
It's for my eyes only, or so it says.
But what
thing?
Left and back goes Rojas. On the line here in the 7th. Longest hitting streak of his career, we believe he is. DeGrom's ERA for the season goes down to 1.0. And we head for the 8th. Play center Brandon Nimmo and Wilson will. Jorge Alfaro leads off and takes a fastball high. On Lagares, number 8. I mean, think of the scarcity.
Some
I'm asking. I mean, he wore which freed up that number. So the 2-2 coming after a base hit. Matched a couple of times by the 3rd hit of the night for my.
And with Lugo starting.
I mean, you also have some depth too coming at VR. So a couple of hits for the Marlins to start the.
Well, that was a cutter that was supposed to.
Alfaro tags at second. And that's. And it's beyond the reach. McNeil, and that's going to.
I said it, Gary. They're not going to go down easy.
And Sanchez fouls off the first pitch. Nothing. And Sanchez tried to hold, and he went around, and that strike on deck. And Sanchez down on 3 pitches. Diaz gets him with the high. To go off his glove, has no play. 1 run comes home, and it's now a Diaz. Check the swing, and he held bases loaded walk. And Dickerson takes ball 4, and that. So Diaz and the Mets lead is down to avoid that. But he walked him in this game. And that Diaz, and now Brock. Left side, and it's 1-2.
Aguilar there.
2. Diaz. And that retires. 3 earned on 7 hits. Tinoco. A hole and a base hit. So they played and he found the open defense because he had a very short lead. And Alonso takes a
slide step there by Vincent. He was very quick.
Get there. Hamilton back base. But Vincent fumbles it and has to go to first. They had in the bigger spots. Base hit. Here's Hamilton heading home. Just his throw to the plate. Cut off.
That really almost hit. Good pitch.
In the walk that tied the game. After Diaz left because of injury. 2-2. Ball broken grinder to Anderson, and he gets the force to end the Mets back in front. 5-4. Brock trying to get the final 3 outs. Jorge Alfaro takes a strike from Brock. It's his loaded walk. Finished off by Brock. 0-2 now to Alfaro, but 0-2 coming. Ramos makes the toss. 1 down in the. He and Birdie hitting back-to-back in it. And that's a 4-pitch walk. He's running first pitch. The throw by Ramos is high, and Rojas swinging 2-0. Fouls. And Amo is there. And the ball again. They had to blocking Jonathan VR off second.